Do not measure your strength by ease. Do not count your blessings. Only when the path is smooth or the sky is clear, your true strength is revealed in struggle. Your soul expands, not in stillness, but in resistance, not in applause, but in solitude. You are here, not to be carried, but to carry, not to drift, but to direct. Your life is not an accident. Your presence is a flame, meant to glow, steady in the winds of trial, meant to warm others, even when your own limbs grow cold. This is the path of the ancient soul, the one who walks with purpose, even through darkness, guided not by comfort, but by conscience, not by outcomes, but by the voice within. That voice is quiet but constant. It speaks not in thunder, but in clarity. Aristotle reminded us that we are what we repeatedly do. Excellence, then, is not an act, but a habit, and that habit is formed not in great declarations, but in daily fidelity to what is right, to what is just, to what is true. There will be mornings when you rise with heaviness in your bones, when your thoughts feel like burdens and your breath like labor. But know this, these moments are sacred. They are the proving grounds of your spirit, for it is in the cold that your fire matters most. It is in the silence that your voice begins to echo in eternity. It is in rejection that you find resilience in failure, that you discover foundation. You are not merely enduring time. You are being shaped by it, not surviving life, but refining your soul within it. Just as a sculptor does not resent the marble for resisting, he loves the struggle for revealing what lies beneath. So too must you see hardship, not as punishment, but as unveiling Stoic wisdom tells us that the obstacle is the way. What stands in the path becomes the path, and this is not a metaphor. It is a law of the inner universe. Every weight you carry with honor strengthens your soul. Every sorrow you walk through with grace deepens your wisdom. You must not wait for life to become easier for you to become stronger. Rather become so strong that life must rise to meet you. Let the storms come, and you will remain rooted. Let the waves rise, and you will stand firm. Not because you do not feel, but because you are anchored in virtue, anchored in truth, anchored in the quiet resolve of a soul that remembers why it began and will not turn back. You do not belong to. Fear you are not claimed by regret. You are a child of light, a bearer of courage, a keeper of sacred duty. The ancients did not speak of fate to relinquish power, but to focus it. For if all that is outside your control is the realm of fate, then all that remains is yours, to master your thoughts, your choices, your inner life. Epictetus told us, seek not for events to happen as you wish, but wish them to happen as they do, and you will find peace. This is not surrender. It is sovereignty. It is the ability to accept what is and choose who you become within it. And who are you? To become one who does not break, one who does not betray their soul, one who rises again and again, not with bitterness, but with boldness, not with noise, but with nobility. Your endurance is not hollow, it is holy. Each time you do not give up, you honor the divine. Each time you choose virtue over vice, strength over shame, truth over comfort. You build eternity in the present. Be patient with yourself, but do not be passive. Forgive your flaws, but do not forget your fire. Embrace the slowness of growth, for even the olive tree takes decades to bear its richest fruit. And when you feel alone, know that you walk in the steps of all who came before you, who also wept and wondered and wrestled with fate, and yet endured. Your soul's endurance is not finite. It draws from the infinite. It is the echo of Heraclitus, who said, character is destiny. For in your inner world, your true fate is forged. So endure, not with clenched fists, but with open hands, not with anger, but with assurance, knowing that what you walk through now will one day shine like gold, and you will look back, not in regret, but in reverence. This moment is not the end, it is the edge of a deeper beginning. Walk forward with grace, carry your cross with honor, let your breath rise like prayer, and your silence become song. The soul's endurance is eternal, because it is not born of ego, but of essence. It is the divine made visible in the fire of your footsteps, in the stillness of your strength, in the quiet glory of your unwavering will. Begin again, not because you have failed, but because you have grown, not because the past was wrong, but because your soul has outgrown what once sustained it. There is no shame in starting anew, only courage, for every great spirit must return to the beginning with wiser eyes and a stronger heart. The ancient ones taught not perfection, but persistence. The wisdom of Socrates was not in claiming knowledge, but in questioning again and again, because to seek truth is not to arrive, but to awaken again each morning, each moment, each breath. You have not missed your chance. You have not fallen too far. The river always finds a new course. When the rocks rise, the seed always breaks its shell to rise through the soil. So too must you break through your old self again and again until your truth is born. Plato reminds us, the beginning is the most important part of the work, and that beginning may come not once, but 1,000 times. For the soul is not linear. It is a spiral, ever returning to deeper understandings of the same light. You must not curse the detour. It is the way. You must not fear the delay. It is the refining. You must not mourn the ending. It is the clearing of space for something nobler, more real. More you begin again, not with haste, but with honor. Carry forward the lessons, the scars, the wisdom. Begin not with shame, but with silence. Listen to what your inner voice is whispering. It is soft, but unwavering, and it will never abandon you. For what is strength, if not the decision to try again? What is hope, if not the courage to believe in the unseen? What is faith, if not the fire that rises, even when the night is long? Aristotle taught that nature does nothing in vain, and you are nature made conscious. You are purpose shaped in flesh. You are meaning seeking expression. So do not ask if you are worthy of beginning again. Ask what would be lost if you refuse to try. There is no failure in falling, only in staying down. For even the stars fall before they rise in the sky. Even the phoenix turns to ash before its wings are reborn. Even the wise must forget, so that they may remember deeper when you feel like giving up. Do not search for a reason to continue. Become the reason. Create it in your breath, in your next step, in your quiet vow. I will begin again. I will not vanish. I will rise for life. Does not demand perfection. It demands presence. It demands honesty. It demands the soul show up again, despite the wounds, despite the fear, despite the weight. Remember the words of Epictetus. First say to yourself what you would be, then do what you have to do. Become what you dream, not by sudden victory, but by daily devotion, by returning again and again to your values, to your center, to your sacred fire. You are not behind. You are not broken. You are being remade, forged, shaped, strengthened, not in spite of life, but through it. Do not envy ease. It weakens the soul. Do not seek only safety. It dulls the heart. Instead, embrace the sacred task of beginning again with full awareness. Let your mornings be rituals of return. Let your nights be sanctuaries of reflection. Let every moment be a gate, not to the past, but to a renewed future. And know this, you walk among the souls who who also began again, who also trembled but stepped forward anyway, who also felt doubt but chose the light, who also failed but did not quit. This is the true lineage, not of kings or conquerors, but of those who kept going, not because it was easy, but because it was right, because it was necessary, because the world is made better by those who refuse to surrender their highest self. So begin again and let your courage echo through the centuries. Let your quiet decision to rise become your loudest legacy. You are not starting over, you are starting higher, and that is the mark of a soul on fire. If you felt inspired by our journey through the Hellenic horizons, give a thumbs up, subscribe, and share your thoughts below.